Hi guys, this is jsno.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Xiaomi 17T Pro. It appears that just yesterday we were unboxing the 15T Pro. It was September last year, now it's May, and here we are with a very early release. So we already tested the 17 series, 17 Ultra, regular 17, and now the T model. What's special about the T model? Well, honestly, I would say that it's a cheaper version of the 17 series with this beautiful purple approach. The design hasn't changed much and we have the same screen, but the camera sounds pretty powerful, as does the brand new CPU. So here we have a MediaTek Dimensity 9500. If this sounds familiar to you, it's because of the fact that it's also found on the Oppo Find X9 Pro. I was actually careful to not get the name wrong. So yeah, because we recently tested the Oppo Find X9 Ultra. So this is the Xiaomi 17T Pro, and it comes with the very same AI features like the 17 series model have. The predecessor had the Dimensity 9400 Plus, and this one, keep in mind, it also brings a larger battery than the predecessor, and at the same time seems to adopt pretty much the same camera approach, even though there should be an upgrade here and there. It's an unboxing, so let's see what's in the box. First of all, I love this color, this purple, because it's not very, I would say, intense, very vibrant. It's a bit more elegant, and they're playing it safe with this one. So we have here the version Deep Violet, 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage. In the box, as usual, we do not have a charger. We do have a key used to access the slots, and a cable going from USB-C to USB-A, and the stickers for the European Union with the energy rating and all that: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, the promise of a huge battery life, drop test checked. We also have ease of repair, battery cycles, and IP60 certification. By the way, internationally the device is also available with an improved rating, IP69K, so you can take water jets. Quick start guide as well, and safety information, and the case, which I have to admit I've used quite a lot when parading the phone around, so it doesn't get leaked by me. Okay, so we can safely talk about the design. The handset shown here measures 8.25 millimeters in thickness and weighs 219 grams. That's quite okay for a 7000 mAh handset. The colors, aside from violet, they're deep blue and also black. IP68 certified, and this is supposed to be not just glass, it's a combo of plastic and glass fiber. This is aluminum, and at the front side we obviously have glass with, I would say, some degree of protection. There should be some degree of Gorilla Glass here, or maybe a cheaper alternative. As usual, Xiaomi doesn't detail that very clearly. Now, speaking of the screen, you can see here this panel is pretty much the same as the 15T Pro. 6.83-inch AMOLED, 1.5K resolution, which is 2772 pixels over 1280, 144 Hz refresh rate for the gamers. Gorilla Glass 7i, by the way. It's a 12-bit panel with 68 billion colors, 3500 nits of brightness, HDR10 Plus, and Dolby Vision. They're throwing everything but the kitchen sink to us. So basically a pretty bright panel, but the predecessor also had something similar, a similar type of panel with a similar type of protection. Now, if you go inside the phone, you're going to be learning more and more about its specs. We have moved on to a MediaTek Dimensity 9500 from the 9400 Plus of the predecessor. This one here also used 12 gigs of RAM plus extra RAM boost from the storage, and the brand new CPU, as I said before, is found on the Oppo Find X9 Pro, 3nm octa-core, and it's accompanied by LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.1 storage. Now, aside from that, as I said before, the battery should be pretty important as a spec. So if you go to the battery, 7000 mAh with very fast charging. How fast? Well, as far as I know, should be 100 watts via wire and 50 watts wireless with a hypercharge. And you can even do wired reverse charging, 22.5 watts. Plug in here your iPhone or another phone and juice it up from this power bank. Dual stereo speaker with Dolby Atmos and some tuning in the settings. If you really want, I can actually show that to you. So we can go here and we can go to the sound and vibration, and we can do the sound effects, and you got your equalizer right here. So that's all sound wise. Now, as far as connectivity is concerned, you get all the bells and whistles and the cool stuff in interconnectivity and all that. You're getting Wi-Fi 7, you got 5G, you got eSIM support, you got NFC, Bluetooth 6.0. You should also have infrared somewhere hidden around here. And of course, it plays nicely with iOS devices, iPads and Macs. And of course, you can share the clipboard and other stuff with Xiaomi devices like a laptop, like a watch, like a tablet, and so much more. So that's connectivity for you. Now I think we can safely discuss the cameras because there's a lot to talk about. Now, at first sight, the package has not changed. And we're going to start from the front where there is a 32 megapixel camera, just like the predecessor. So this is a 32 megapixel shooter here, cut in the screen, f2.2 aperture and 21 millimeter focal length. At the back side, you can see the flash here, the Leica inscription here. As usual, you have Leica optics for this cam. The main shooter is a 50 megapixel cam with OIS, f1.67 aperture, light fusion 950 image sensor and a 23 millimeter focal length. Also in the package here we have the periscope telephoto camera, a Leica 5x telephoto camera, 50 megapixels, optical image stabilization, 5x optical zoom and up to 120x zoom with the help of AI. This periscope telephoto camera also helps with your 30 centimeter macro photography. Finally, there's an ultra wide camera here as well. So in this package here we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera with 120-degree field of view. You have 8K recording for your videos and pretty much the same options you found on the entire Xiaomi 17 series. You have the document capture for students, you have the portrait capture with master portrait and Leica portrait available. We also have the moving photos which have graduated to a higher resolution. We have HDR for the portraits and we also can take portraits with a 5x optical zoom camera. In the photo section, you got those extras, time-lapse, long exposure, slow motion, movie, fast shot and dual video. This can be applied to video only. And here you have the timer. Photo resolution can be 50 or 12.5, super macro and watermark. Leica can be vibrant or automatic depending on your needs and your color profile preferences. And you can also take moving capture of, well, moving objects. Now the zoom, while its thresholds are 5x and things like that, the 10x looks just like optical. So you know that the iPhone 17 Pro Max has 4x optical and 8x optical like. This is 10x optical like and 5x optical. We also have a bunch of filters here, like film filters, like black and white, sepia, blue and a few more looks, which I actually tested on the architecture in beautiful town of Bucharest. When it comes to the video capture, we have 4K, or you can go to 8K. 4K can go to up to 120 if you're filming fast moving stuff. You also have shoot steady, which drops the resolution to full HD, night video capture, teleprompter and super macro. The pro mode applies to both photos and videos. You can tweak ISO, white balance, shutter, focus and more. And here you can also go to this video mode where you can also play around with the sound sources. You have the log capture and I saw something here. This one here are a bunch of parameter presets for documentary, quick snap and slow shutter. So there's definitely everything here one could dream of. Now I remember that back in the day of the Xiaomi 15T Pro, I actually loved the 20x zoom achieved here and I expect similar thing from this one. Aside from that, the software is pretty much the same story as the entire 17 series. We got Hyper AI, we got Gemini available here. We have the writing assistant, including in a few other languages. It can help you create social media posts and whatnot. Aside from that, dynamic wallpapers can bring to life a photo, turn it into a video in a dynamic wallpaper. Writing, it proofreads your text, it makes a summary, changes the tone, what have you. Creativity assistant for your photos, increases the resolution and clarity, beautifies stuff, cuts subjects and increases the size of the background, expands the background. Got speech recognition as well, translate conversations and interpreter and subtitles. Now if you want a quick demo, so you can go to the notes, you go here and you press this button and you should enter your prompts like write an essay, write a speech, create a fitness plan and more. I noticed something here that if you're searching around the device for stuff, you're also getting your share of AI. If you keep the power button pressed, you're going to trigger Gemini, and Gemini Live is available of course. If you keep it pressed here, you're going to get Circle to Search and you try to detect stuff from here and do follow-up questions. Aside from that, we have taken a very large gallery of shots. I have 498 pictures, including a bunch of sexy sandwiches. And when it comes to editing, you go here and the AI options are Ultra HD, Beautify, Exposure, Brightness, and I would say quite a few more. Now, aside from that, the phone is also prepped for gaming. So if you're in a game like this one here, you should swipe from the side and you have Game Turbo with power modes, with frames per second, with storage space, with I would say recording, voice change, do not disturb, and even some functions related to connectivity. Now, enough about that. So the phone is pretty prepped to be an all-rounder. The price in Europe should be around, what I've heard, 999 euros. It's not very certain that will be that right now. And as far as I know, you should get 5 years of Android updates. So far so good, but to be honest, I don't see many upgrades from the predecessor. If you look at the 15T Pro, aside from the CPU and the battery, you're getting pretty much the same package. So I wonder why the rush to launch this. If you have an explanation, drop it in the comments. So far so good. It's a pretty good alternative for flagships which cost above 1000 euros, but this one is 1000 euros and it's prepped for gaming, for camera zooming, and even for videos with log capture. That's it from us. This has been the unboxing of the Xiaomi 17T Pro with Leica optics.